Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine this, like digital phantom, right? Silently going through the world's sensitive data everywhere. Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're pulling back the curtain on Typhoon. It's this cyber espionage campaign, and honestly, it's so vast we're only just starting to grasp what it means. Our sources for this are excerpts from Typhoon, China's global cyber espionage campaign. So, our mission today, to really get a handle on the sheer scale, the big strategic picture, and crucially how this whole thing might actually impact you. Because the detail that really leaps out, I mean, it's chilling, is this estimate that info on nearly every American might have been scooped up.
Yeah, and what's really groundbreaking here isn't just the size, although that's huge. It's the fundamental shift it represents. Officials aren't just calling it another hack. They're talking about it as one of the most, maybe the most far-reaching espionage campaigns ever seen. It's moving way beyond those sort of smash-and-grab data thefts we used to see. This is patient. It's insidious. It gets embedded.
Right, and that changes everything for defense, doesn't it?
Completely. How nations need to think about defending their digital spaces.
And you mentioned the scale. 80 countries. That's breathtakingly audacious, right?
Yeah.
This wasn't about hitting a few specific targets. Typhoon got into telecoms, transport systems, government networks.
Even hotels, lodging companies, across the globe.
Yeah, exactly. This wasn't some small operation. And what gets me, beyond just the huge number of targets, is how invisible it seemed. How did they manage that? Infiltrating so much without setting off immediate alarms.
Well, the sources suggest pretty sophisticated tactics. Maybe compromising something like a widely used software update. That lets them quietly embed themselves, sometimes for months, maybe even years, almost undetectable inside these networks.
Wow.
And that sheer scale, it led to this really rare international pushback. You had the US, UK, Canada, Germany, Japan, Spain.
A lot of major players.
Yeah, others too, issuing a joint statement. They called the campaign unrestrained and indiscriminate. And when you see that kind of coordinated public statement, it just underlines how serious they see this threat. It's a global alarm bell.
Okay, so if it's that widespread, the immediate question for anyone listening is probably, okay, what about me? Our sources say Typhoon got into at least half a dozen U.S. telecom firms. And not just simple stuff. They exploited complex vulnerabilities, right? To get phone records, texts, network info.
Sensitive data, absolutely. And crucially, it seems devices belonging to political figures were compromised, even candidates in the 2024 presidential race. So this raises a really important point for, ordinary citizens. It's not clear if your specific data was deliberately targeted or if it was just swept up incidentally because the net was so wide.
Yeah.
But either way, having that sheer volume of data gives Chinese intelligence this incredible potential. They could map communications, movements, connections.
On a global scale.
Exactly. And think beyond just knowing where you are. Imagine the potential for really targeted social engineering, maybe super convincing phishing attacks, or subtle influence campaigns that use what they know about your connections, your routines. It's a goldmine for understanding and maybe manipulating networks, both personal and professional.
So stepping back from the individual impact, massive as it is, what's the biggest strategic takeaway here? You mentioned patience, this long-term embedding. Is it just about data collection? Or something more? It definitely feels like a major evolution in Beijing's digital strategy.
It really does. Jennifer Eubank, who used to be a deputy director for digital innovation at the CIA, she called this a watershed moment in global cyber competition. And that feels right. It's a clear shift away from those quick, opportunistic hacks towards these patient strategic campaigns designed to stay hidden long term.
So they're positioned not just to watch governments,
but potentially the private lives of millions globally. And as Jennifer Eubank highlighted, this patient embedding really throws the challenge facing the West into sharp relief. China's embassy in London apparently offered no response to inquiries about this. Which kind of underscores a deeper issue, doesn't it? How do you deter something this pervasive, this often invisible? Visible deterrence tools seem, lacking right now.
Okay, so we've really unpacked the incredible scale and this profound strategic shift that Typhoon signifies in global cyber espionage is a genuinely chilling new chapter.
Yeah, and maybe the thought to leave everyone with is this. What does it actually mean for global security, for your own digital privacy, when this kind of vast, almost indiscriminate data gathering becomes a strategic norm? How are we going to deal with deterring these invisible threats that are kind of burrowing into the foundations of our digital world? That's a question we'll be wrestling with for a long, long time.